What's going on? Immediate reaction to Devin Haney getting a TKO stoppage over Mason Menard. It was a showcase for Haney. It was very important, but it's the Boxing Clinic and more. It's your boy CJ Goodfella. Finishing up a nice little boxing, videos we did today. And Devin Haney proved to be, what a lot of people thought he was going to do today. And to be, you got Zab Judah in the house checking him out. Mike McCullum was in his corner. One of the noticeable things I did notice is Floyd Mayweather, Senior, wasn't in his corner giving him direction. Mike McCullum, who was in Jesse Vargas' corner in Brooklyn for the Adrian Broner fight. So, I don't understand that. If you want them to grow and continue, you want him to continue to grow, he gonna need Floyd Mayweather Senior in that corner. I understand the daddy feel like he got it, but the real professional world championship coaching experience, he gonna need that in the corner. And I gotta say that right now. I see Floyd Senior prepare a lot of fighters, but don't be in the corner come fight night, and that's disturbing. I don't understand that, but as far as the fight, Haney did an excellent job. It's a lot left to be desired though. But at 19 years old, that's what you expect. These fighters saying they ready for the elite fighters like him saying he was ready for Robert Reese Jr. He's definitely not ready for that. And we elaborate on that a little bit more. But going into the fight, he was just too quick and too fast laterally, in and out, in defensive circles. However you want to put it, this kid was just too quick and too athletic. And on top of that, he was too long, too strong for Mason Menard. Mason Menard was coming off of shoulder surgery. He was coming off of a long layoff, 14-month layoff. But it wouldn't have mattered if he was in rare form and in perfect form. He had nothing for Devin Haney. Nothing. He was too slow, too short, too stubby for Devin Haney. Devin Haney looked like he was a weight class or 2 or 3 above, Mason Menard, not just in weight, but in limb length and in height and in stature. He was just too big. Devin Haney played with him. He came out, filled him out. He moved a lot, and he just was picking them apart whenever he wanted to pick them apart. I never thought he seriously hurt Mason Menard. I don't think he really seriously had him in trouble, but it was just an accumulative damage that he put on him. It was a show of flamboyant, speed, agility, fresh, fine, fat, flashy. And he did what he wanted to do. He came in walking in at E40 choices, and he made Mason Menard corner take a choice. And I commend Mason Menard corner, because that's what you do. You see your fighter struggling. He come off 14-month layoff of shoulder surgery, and you see he can't do nothing with this kid. Don't make him go out there and quit. You go ahead and make that decision for him to make him save face. And he don't have no rhythm. 9 rounds, 10 rounds to the fight, no rhythm. He cold. He can't catch the kid. That's what you do. That was a good corner decision for them to stop that fight in between rounds. They know they got it, had no chance. Only thing that could happen for that guy was him to get brutally knocked out or get injured in the fight, and kind of cloud his future in boxing. Now he can live to fight another day. But Haney, he was a technician in there as far as his foot movement. What I didn't like was, and it's real prevalent in young boxers that he moved a lot. He moved too much. He gonna have to learn as he go into the championship round for real, the 10th, 11th, 12th round. He gonna have to learn to sit down on his punches and be a stationary target, because when you fight 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 tough rounds, you can't move like that. Especially if you find an opponent that's gonna be able to cut the ring off and close the distance with the jab. You gonna have to sit down and fight. He got to learn to sit down and trust his reflexes while his legs are stationary, and trust his power and generate his power. He probably would have got a highlight reel knockout if he sat down on his front foot a little bit more and delivered the pain. But that's a lot of guys that's doing that. That's moving like that. That's an amateur style. But as you come out the amateurs and go into the professional ranks, you develop, a professional style. You develop that through sparring, through coaching, through in-ring experience. He will develop that. You see that with Caleb Plant as well. The dude out of Tennessee, he moves hell a lot. A lot. He got to learn to sit down on his punches. And he seen with Porky Medina, he had to sit down and battle and grapple a little bit and scrap a little bit, and that's what you're gonna have to do. That's exactly what you're gonna have to do. So that'll come with time and experience and seasoning, and the patience will come. You see it with Saddam Ali as well too. Just moving too much, and it zaps your energy, especially when you're on the elite level. So hopefully he can shake that bad habit real quick and be better. But shout out to Joshua Greer. He improves again with another knockout, moving up from 118 to 122, and he beats Barry Hunter guy. I can't remember the guy's name, but Joshua Greer got a highlight reel knockout once again. He with the A team, Adrian Granados. Nathaniel Gallimore and him out of Chicago. So congratulations to him. Congratulations to my homie Tony Harrison out of Detroit. Heard he got a split decision over Ishe Smith. That should have been a wide convincing decision. Ishe Smith probably need to retire at this point. He been in the game a long time, became world champion, and that's not going to happen again. Joshua Greer got to knock out in 8 rounds, so I'm a big fan of him. He came out and pulled the pillow out of Detroit. They ain't like that, but hey, when you got the power and you jazzy and snazzy with your shots and your power, you got the right to do that, man. But Haney, what I did like about him, not to end on a negative note, is the fact that he didn't let the moment overwhelm him, and this moment was bigger than what y'all know. This is gonna be a gateway for him to get a promotional contract. This performance is gonna be the difference between a little bit of money they was offering and a huge jump in money they was offering him. So he gonna get a huge jump in money. And he can hold out again and get invited back to Showbox and do it again versus another opponent and run and check on whoever promoter trying to sign him. Or this can be where he could just meet with Steven Espinoza, get with Al Heyman and say, I want to do a network deal with Showtime. I don't need a promoter. Let's just do a deal. I'm going to be a star. Y'all know I'm going to be a star. I do a Showbox 2, a card to prove to you guys I can get ranked in the top 15. And then we can have a working relationship and be on the same accord for the rest of my career or until the deal is up. So this is big for him. He was already meeting with Golden Boy. I'm pretty sure he'd met with Mayweather Promotions. I don't think he wanted to sign with them after what's going on over there with Tank and the LaTanya Jones girl and Ashley Theo Payne just getting released. It's a lot of BS going on over there. So it'll be interesting to see if he end up signing with a promoter, he taking meetings. It'll be interesting. So after this performance, I'm pretty sure his phone gonna be ringing. I got 2 phones. One for Golden Boy and one Mayweather. But at the end of the day, it's funny. Mayweather Gym is the hotbed for boxing. People moving to Vegas just to train there. And if he don't take control of his promotional empire and do the day-to-day basis things on there and make the day-to-day operation moves and get that shit out of Leonard Ellerby's hand and run your company with an iron fist, it's no reason why he shouldn't be signing top talent. All the top talent is there. He should be signing top talent. He should have the best promotional stable out there. But at the end of the day, he too busy traveling the world, worrying about this and that. Devin Haney should be in the bag. He should offer Devin Haney all the money he could. Shakur Stevenson should be in the bag. Gervonta Tank Davis should be happy. But we already talked about that situation, why that went awry. But, what he doing with Dude Jack, the opportunities he's giving Tank, people should be flocking over there. He should have Charlos, Errol Spence, all those guys. But the perception is, and then a lot of fighters popping off at the mouth, they ain't happy. That's because he not running on the day-to-day operation. I guarantee you he don't know half the shit that's going on the day-to-day operations. Devin Haney should be a Mayweather fighter. Mayweather Promotions fighter. But like I said, he definitely, exceeded the hype today. He smashed through it. And now it's time to go get a deal. Or now it's time to, talk to guys and show you can do it again. Show you can get ranked inside the top 15. The thing about it is, these guys think they ready. The Garcias, the Haneys, the Richard Hitchens, Erickson Lubins, they're not ready. None of them guys are ready for elite level championship fighters. Easter, Tank, whoever it may be, they're not ready for those fights. Charlo, Erickson Lubin case, we see he wasn't ready. They're not ready for those fights yet. So they need to continue to develop, enjoy the process until you're really ready. Your team will let you know when you're really ready to step up for that championship level, and enjoy the process. It ain't no rush. You doing what almost every other great fighter did. What Lomachenko did, he was already older. So he already was seasoned. So just continue to enjoy the process. Devin Haney with a spectacular performance, and I hope to see many more